So let's talk about something that's on pretty much everyone's mind: healthy aging. We're going to look at four key pillars: exercise, nutrition, keeping your mind sharp, and staying connected, to really understand the science backed ways we can live not just longer, but a whole lot better.
I mean, think about this question for a second. What if you could actually add years to your life and life to your years? This isn't about some fantasy fountain of youth. Nope. It's about taking charge and embracing the future with strength, energy, and, genuine happiness.
And that's exactly what we're going to do here. We'll break down the real science into simple, doable steps you can start taking, like today, to stay healthy, happy, and independent for a long, long time.
Right. Let's dive right in with our first pillar: moving your body. Now, I know, it sounds obvious, right? Exercise is good for you. But the specifics of how and why it's the foundation of healthy aging, that's where it gets really interesting.
So, what's the magic number we're aiming for? Well, experts at the National Institute on Aging point to about 2.5 hours of physical activity a week. And I get it, that might sound like a ton to squeeze into an already busy schedule. But let's just break that down for a sec. That's a little over 21 minutes a day. Suddenly, that feels way more doable, doesn't it? A quick, brisk walk after dinner, dancing around the kitchen, it all adds up.
And hey, it's not just about cardio. A really good routine has a mix of these four key types of exercise. You've got endurance to keep your heart healthy, strength stuff, and yes, carrying groceries totally counts. Then you've got balance, which is so crucial for preventing falls, and of course, flexibility to help you move easily. And the payoff here is huge, and it goes way beyond just your muscles. Regular exercise literally boosts your brain, helping you learn and solve problems, all while building a body that's just more resilient.
Okay, pillar number 2, fueling your health. And this one is about more than just what's on your plate. It's about those small daily habits that, over time, have this massive, powerful impact on how you feel.
When it comes to nutrition, the science is actually pretty straightforward. We want to be loading up on foods packed with nutrients. Things like nuts, fish, lots of veggies, while on the other side, cutting back on stuff like added sugars and saturated fats that can really drag us down. And this quote right here, it really hits the nail on the head. A diet like the Mediterranean one, full of those healthy fats and plants, isn't just great for your heart. Research is showing it could actually help your brain think and remember better. I mean, that's an amazing 2-for-1 deal. But it's not just about what you eat, right? Other habits make a huge difference. Here are 4 game changers: cutting back on alcohol, making sleep a real priority, quitting tobacco for good, and just staying on top of your regular health checkups. Every single one is a massive investment in your future self. And on that point about sleep, let's talk about this number: 7 to 9 hours a night. Seriously, this isn't a luxury. It's when your body and your brain do all their critical repair work. It is absolutely non-negotiable for your long-term health. Which brings us perfectly to pillar number 3, sharpening your mind. Because being truly healthy isn't just about physical fitness. It's about keeping our brains active, engaged, and ready for anything. Just like our muscles, our brains need a workout. And the best part? These workouts can be a ton of fun. Learning a new skill, checking out a museum, even just getting lost in a good book. All these things build new pathways in your brain and might even help slow down cognitive decline. But it's not only about building up your brain. You have to protect it too. And chronic, unchecked stress, well, it can actually damage the very parts of your brain that handle learning and memory. This is exactly why managing stress, whether it's through exercise or meditation, is so, so vital. And finally, we've arrived at our 4th pillar. This one is so important and honestly, so often overlooked. It's all about nurturing our connections with other people. Wow. I mean, just look at these numbers. They're pretty shocking. 1/3 of adults over 45 say they feel lonely. 1/4 of people over 65 are socially isolated. And this isn't just about feeling down. Research clearly shows that these things have serious consequences for our physical and mental health. And it's really important to know the difference here. Loneliness, as you can see, is that painful feeling of being alone, and you can feel that even in a crowd. Social isolation, on the other hand, is the actual lack of contact, and both are really bad for our health. But the good news is, we can absolutely do something about this. Simple things, like the stuff listed here: volunteering, just scheduling a weekly call with a friend, joining a club.
These actions can build and strengthen that social connection that we all need to thrive.
This quote just ties it all up perfectly, doesn't it? It doesn't matter if you're 25 or 75, taking care of these 4 areas, your body, your mind, your mental health, and your relationships, it pays off big time at every single stage of life.
So, after all that, it really comes down to this one simple but really important question for you. Thinking about everything we've talked about, what's one small thing, just one, that you can commit to doing starting today? Because that one small step, that's where this whole journey really begins.